Hello and welcome to a video about FTT token or FTT, the FTX token. It is one that I'm looking at because one of the my channel members wanted me to have a look at. And if you want to become channel member, you can suggest tokens or cryptos that I have a look at and that I here from time to time analyze. I can't promise I do it. This is purely based on, what I can really cope with, because there are a lot of cryptos in the market. But if I see something that a lot of people ask for and a few people ask for it, and also if I see something interesting in the charts, I definitely will do my best to take a look at it. Now, what we've got on this chart here is interesting in my view, because it actually looks fairly bullish. And this is interesting because a lot of the other cryptos, in my view, still look sort of bearish and need to complete their correction. Whereas FTT, I think it just looks interesting. What we can see here is also a very, very interesting chart that resembles the Cardano chart a little bit. So we came up here in my view, a larger wave 1. We've come down in a wave 2. Normally you would expect the wave 3 to start. Well, it did start, but we are within this wave 3. We are in a smaller wave 1, wave 2, because this is not a wave 3, 4, because you're coming down too low. You would cross the wave 1 target area. So you've got a wave 1, 2, 3 will be somewhere up here, and then you get your 4 and 5, and within that wave 3, you've got your 1 and your wave 2. Now, looking at the Fib levels, within that wave 2 here, you've come down pretty much to the same level, or not quite as low yet, but very, very low compared to other cryptos. You've already come down to the 0.786 Fib level here at $35. Broke that a little bit and found support at this ascending trend line. We could still drop here to the 0.887 Fib level at $30. But for such a correction here, we are doing what, pretty much what I expect for some other cryptos as well. And we've hit here the target area already. Well, I talk about target area, but this is the area where you would expect a price in a wave 2 to come down into. And this has done it. So theoretically, FTT has completed its correction, or at least it has done what it needs to do to complete the correction, which doesn't mean it couldn't come lower. But from an elite wave point of view, what it normally has to do in a wave 2, it is done. It has done the minimum. It's already come down actually to the 0.786. So it only would have needed to come to the 0.618, the $46 level. It's actually come down a little bit lower. So it has pretty much done it. From here, it could now build the foundation for a new move up. Now, I can't directly see it yet, because what we have done here so far is only a lower low. We haven't done really a higher low. I would want to see a higher low, but we are currently trying to make a higher high. So that's interesting, especially as we've got this ascending trend line here, where we now have 3 touch points. So you can see how relevant that is. That has been with us since June 21. So the price found substantial support there, and we're currently breaking above the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So very, very interesting. Also, I'm a bit late, to be honest, with this one, because you could already see here a bullish divergence on the 30th of December. This is the daily chart. And if you see bullish divergence on the daily chart, it can be very interesting. Technically, you didn't really make a lower low there, but certainly then here on the 7th of January, you made a lower low, but you made overall a higher low on the RSI. So we take a look at that. You can see this and the lower low on the price, bullish divergence, indicating a slowing down of the downtrend. And you can just see that by looking at the price. Don't even need an indicator for that, how strong you came down here. Yes, normal retracement, basically A, B, C. And then you came down your wave C and you bottomed out. So it's not exactly confirmed yet, because we haven't made a higher high yet, but we're trying to at the moment. And if that level here is really broken, which is at $44, I would say, then I think the last step that really holds us off from really moving higher is here, that $46 Fib level. I think if we can break that, the 0.618, that could really give the price a push. So that is interesting. Also here on the daily, we've seen a bullish cross on the MACD, and there is still much more space here on the RSI, even though we are moving quite high now. So we might bounce off here the 0.618 at 46. And I'm not telling you to go in now, because you're already coming from 35. That was the low basically. But overall, this could be the beginning of something. So we wanna observe it. Personally, I wouldn't go in right at this moment, I would want to see what does it do at the 0.618. And if it comes down, maybe, you know, because of the high RSI, what we could do here, certainly a possibility is that we come and test the 0.618. Maybe can't get through straight away. I don't think we will in the first instance. We'll come down, make a higher low, and then give it another go. Maybe come up down once more, make another higher low, and then break through. It looks interesting, basically because we've got this strong trend line down there. We've broken above the 20 and the 50-day moving averages, and we've had that bullish divergence on the chart, and we've got a bullish cross on the MACD. So all of that is interesting, and also because we've come down quite low already. We've come already here into the point, into the lower fib levels to complete that possible correction. So when you then have your ABC done here, basically A, B, and C, then you can really start here to higher levels potentially. Yeah. So it's looking interesting. Of course, you know, if Bitcoin really comes down hard once more, is this really sustainable? Or are we going to go once more to the 0.887? I don't know, you know, but it is certainly you know, an interesting chart, and a possible breakout here, a possible breakout trade, or, you know, overall we are still very low. I think even if we came down once more to the 0.887 fib level at $30, overall, looking then at the next wave up, I would expect here another explosion, because that would be a wave 3 in my view, and there you can expect, in my view, at least here $125. That's my view on the next wave up, at least the 1.618, possibly here more likely even the 2.618, because we've got a 1-2 pattern here, 1-2, 1-2. So we've got 2 1-2s. It will basically be an extended wave. So you can talk about the 2.618 here, potentially the $187. So, but again, you could possibly even reach here the 3.618, because it's an extended wave, $250, and that would be a nice move up. So yeah, that is what I can see here. And if we take a look on the weekly chart as well, where other cryptos are still here in the deep red momentum, we can see this potentially at least the first sign of a turnaround here. And if the weekly RSI is turning, the weekly MACD is turning around, losing selling pressure, that is certainly an interesting sign here. And we are also at a tipping point here on the RSI, where we're just about to cross here the 50 line, which would be another sell signal, a buy signal. So keep an eye on that. So hopefully you liked the update about FTT. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And maybe if you really like the content, you might want to consider to join as a channel member. You can do that on my website, and you can find a link in the description, or even here on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.